Again, back from home then to the Jim McKay speaking along with three-time winner of this race, Bill Hill. Bill Hill today is co-driver with Chris Amon of Ford GT number 2. That car is in second place in the race at the moment behind the Ford number 1 driven by Bruce McLaren. There has just been an accident out on the course. It could be a fairly serious one. Car number 8, the Maserati, the only Maserati in the race, driven by Joe Spears, a very popular young Swiss driver, has crashed just after the Turk Rouge corner. It looked like it could have been fairly bad for what we could see, so. Certainly a good chance for a good bit of coach work and then a few pieces of suspension, too. It's a bad thing to have happen so early here in the race. We'll try to get a report on the condition of the car and the driver just as soon as we can. You have no picture because we're having difficulty on the landline here in Europe. The satellite is spinning around up there. Old early bird is waiting for something to be fed to it. So far, it is still going hungry this afternoon. So this morning, back where you are. So the work is being done. We're trying to get it back in shape. Meanwhile, Phil and I will continue to bring you what amounts to a radio description of this race. The Fords have come here for just the second year, and I'm not sure, Phil, that we have mentioned in any detail the fact that the cars running in first and second position are using for the first time what amounts to in general, the same stock car racing engine that we have seen in action on ABC's Wide World of Sport at Daytona, at Darlington, South Carolina, and places like that. That's right, isn't it? Yeah, that's right, Jim. This engine is putting out about 480 horsepower. We're holding the maximum revs down just a little bit because it has to limit for 24 hours. It's the first time it's been in a sports car of this sort, and we're hoping that the reliability factor that was calculated back at Dearborn will be a correct one, and that we as drivers can do justice to it and not do something ourselves that will cause us to fail. As a team matter, of course, there are 4 other Ford GTs with the standard 289 cubic engine that you used last year, right? That's the story. A little bit later today, this afternoon on ABC's Wide World of Sport, we're going to bring you a on race that stands at the end of the 7th hour. That should be quite interesting with the Ford going just great right now. At the end of the third lap, John Surtees has dropped back 2 places into 5th position. It's Bill McLaren in car number 1 in first place, Amon in car number 2, Bill Hill's car in second place. And right now we're taking a look at our monitor as the Maserati is off the track at the Turk Rouge corner. The officials are sweeping debris from the track. That's all we can tell from this vantage point at the moment. I was starting to say how they stood. 2 Fords are still 1 and 2. In third position now is the number 20 Ferrari driven by Mike Sparks of England. His partner is Jean Guichet, who was one of the winners of this race last year. 3:43.4 laps for car number 2. Yours, Phil. What do you think? I think it's a little bit quick for this stage of the game. A little bit quick right now, and that's from the list of the fellow who's going to be taking over that car in a little while. Work's still going on the landlines here in Europe. The Fords and the Cobras are the only American cars here. We might mention that there is one other car, the Ezo Grifo, with a 5.3-liter engine. It is a Chevy engine, but one other American engine in the race. Aside from that, it's the Cobras and the Ford GTs and the Ferraris that should be battling it out for the championship. There's another car in the race that appeared here 2 years ago, just tried to complete the race and completed at a certain speed. I think it was about 93.5 miles an hour. That's the Rover DRM Chilton car, which some people think is the racing car of the future. This time it's racing in one of the GT categories. Phil, have you ever had the opportunity to drive one of these turbine things yet? No, I never have. But as you know, Richie Kittler and I are great friends. And Richie drove the car the last time with Graham Hill. And Richie, good bit of the time that you